Welcome everybody. Today we are going to see another example. This is our second module about slope deflection method, analysis of continuous beams using slope deflection method. And this is our fourth class and we are doing example 3. And this problem is different from the first two problems. That is, in the first two problems we didn't have any support settlement. So in our slope deflection equation, our delta was equal to 0. But in this problem, we have support settlement also. So in this problem, our delta will be not equal to 0 for certain spans of the continuous beam. And some more additional conditions are also given in this problem. So now let us analyze this problem. So the given problem is a continuous beam ABCD. So ABCD 12 meter long. That means it is a three span continuous beam and the beam is 12 meter long. Three span continuous beam 12 meter long. It is fixed at A and D. It is not B, it is D. Fixed at A and D. I will correct it. Okay. It is fixed at A and D. So A is fixed, D is fixed and is loaded as shown in the figure. So you can see the figure now. So we have a continuous beam ABCD. It is a three span continuous beam fixed at A and fixed at D. Now the span AB is 5 meter long, BC is 3 meter long and CD is 4 meter long. That means 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 4, 12. It is a 12 meter long continuous beam. A and D are fixed, B and C are simple supports, they are intermediate supports. The span AB has a load of 8 kilonewton acting at the mid of AB. So from A it is 2.5 meter and from B the distance is 2.5 meter. In the span BC, there is an UDL of 4 kilonewton per meter and the span BC is 3 meter. In the span CD, we have a 6 kilonewton load acting at the mid span of CD. Now, analyze the beam completely if the following moments takes place simultaneously. What are the additional moments, additional conditions given are the end A yields turning through 1 by 250 radians in a clockwise direction. That means, see, in the previous problems we saw if the end A is fixed, normally the slope will be equal to 0 because there will not be any rotation. Therefore, our slope will be equal to 0. But in this problem, it is given that there is a rotation of 1 by 250 radians. That means our theta A is not equal to 0. So one condition given is theta A is equal to 1 by 250 radians and this is acting in the clockwise direction. That means theta A is positive. Okay, theta A is positive. 1 by 250 radians acting in the clockwise direction. So it is positive. Now end B sinks 30 mm in the downward direction. So our support B sinks by 30 mm. That means delta B, okay, that means our delta B is equal to 30 mm in the downward direction. Now, next given us end C sinks 20 mm in the downward direction. That means our delta C is equal to 20 mm in the downward direction. So at B, the deflection is 30 mm. At C, the deflection is 20 mm. Both are in the downward direction. The beam has constant I. So I and E, the values of I and E are given. The value of I is given as 38.20 into 10 raised to 5 mm raised to 4 and E is given as 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Now, we will proceed our problem. So our first step, as usual, our first step is we will write the fixed end moments. So how will we write the fixed end moments? We know for finding the fixed end moments, we have to assume all our supports as fixed supports. So first of all, we will take the span AB. So AB, we have an 8 kilonewton load at the center, at the mid span, and the total span length is 5 meter. So we will draw this AB. So this is A and this is B. At the mid span, we have a 8 kilonewton load and the total span length is 5 meter. So this is 2.5 meter. So our fixed end moment MFAB will be equal to, we know the left support will be anti-clockwise and the right support will be clockwise. See, that means when you are taking, see what is the meaning of that? When you are taking any section on AB, the support moments will be negative. The support moments will be hogging moments. That is why, see, when you take the section on AB, see, when the left anti-clockwise and the right clockwise is negative. That is why the support end moments, it is negative. At A, it is anti-clockwise and at B, it is clockwise. So, anti-clockwise is taken as positive. Sorry, anti-clockwise is taken as negative and clockwise is taken as positive. When you are taking the section on the span AB, both becomes negative. So MFAB is equal to minus WL by 8. So we get minus 8 into L is 5 divided by 8. We get it as minus 5 kilonewton meter. Similarly, our MFBA will be equal to MFBA equal to, so plus WL by 8, we get 8 into 5 by 8, that is equal to plus 5 kilonewton meter. Now we will take the second span is BC, so BC is 3 meter long and it has an UDL of 4 kilonewton per meter. So we will consider the span BC. So consider the support as fixed support. So we have BC, it is 3 meter long and we have a UDL of 4 kilonewton per meter. So that means our MFBC, so at B we have a negative and at C it is positive, anti-clockwise and clockwise. So MFBC will be equal to minus WL square by 12. So that is equal to minus 4 into 3 square divided by 12. We get it as minus 3 kilonewton meter. And similarly, MFCB will be equal to plus WL square by 12, that is equal to plus 4 into 3 square divided by 12. So that is equal to plus 3 kilonewton meter. Now we will consider the third span. So third span is CD. It is 4 meter long and we have a concentrated load of 6 kilonewton at the center. So third span is CD. So CD, this is 4 meter long. We have a concentrated load of 6 kilonewton at the center. So our fixed end moments MFCD will be equal to minus WL by 8. So that is equal to minus 6 into 4 by 8, we get minus 3 kilonewton meter, and MF DC will be equal to plus WL by 8, that is equal to plus 6 into 4 by 8, 3 kilonewton meter. Now we will write the slope deflection equation, that is our step 2. So for step 2 is our slope deflection equations. So now you should be very careful because there are settlement of supports, etc. So first of all, we will take the span AB. So while you are considering the span AB, we know A is fixed and B is simple support but intermediate support. And the span length is 5 meter for AB. So now theta A is given as 1 by 250 radians in the clockwise direction. Theta A. See, while you are writing the formula, our end moment MAB will be equal to 2EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L plus MF AB. So you get MAB is equal to theta A is 1 by 250 in the clockwise direction. So it is positive. Now theta B is not equal to 0. And what about delta? See, this delta is the deflection or the settlement of the span AB. So while you are considering the span AB, there is no settlement of support at A, but there is a settlement of support at B. So at B, your settlement is 30 mm. That is equal to 0.03 meter. So for this case, for the span AB, our delta value for delta will be equal to 0.03 meter. See, that means this AB, for the span AB, you have to consider from A to B. From A to B, this is settling downwards. Since it is settling downwards, see, there is already one negative sign. This is minus 3 delta because settlement is always supposed or assumed to be downward direction. That is why it is minus delta, minus 3 delta. Okay, settlement is assumed to be in the downward direction. So if your settlement is in the downward direction, there is already a negative sign. So that you just put it as plus 0.03. Delta will be, there is no need of change of sign. So what you get is 2EI by L is 5 meter into 2 into our theta A is 1 by 250 radians. So 1 by 250 plus theta B minus 3 into delta value is 0.03 divided by 5 plus our MFAB, the value for fixed end moments of AB is minus 5. So it is minus 5. This is your equation number 1. Now similarly, we will find what is MBA. Our MBA will be equal to, formula is 2EI by L into 2 theta B plus theta A minus 3 delta by L plus MF BA. So MBA is equal to 2EI by 5 into 2 theta B plus theta A is 1 by 250 minus 3 delta value is 0.03 divided by L is 5, MFBA is plus 5. This is your equation number 2. So first span is over. Now we will consider the second span. So our second span is span BC. Okay. So you can see span BC is 3 meter long, right? Okay. So now we will consider the span BC. So while considering the span BC, we know both are intermediate supports. B is also intermediate support, C is also intermediate support. And the length is 3 meter. Length of the span is 3 meter. And this B, that is delta B. B settles by, it is given in the problem, delta B is equal to 30 mm and delta C is equal to 20 mm downward direction. So this delta B is equal to 30 mm and delta C is equal to 20 mm. See, that means your net, when you are considering, see, A, B settles by 30 mm. Okay, so this B settles by 30 mm and at this point we will have C. This C settles by 20 mm. So your shape of your beam will be like this. Then D. Sorry. Yes. So D will be here. So this is your shape of the beam, right? So this will be your shape of the beam. See, that means, see, when you are considering AB, for the span AB, this is settling downwards. So delta is equal to 0. Delta is 30 mm. For the span BC, see, for the span BC, the settlement goes upwards. It is the upward settlement, upward direction. This deflection is in the upward direction. So the total is, here for the span BC, the total is delta is equal to 30 minus 20, it is 10. So minus 10 mm. For the span CD, it is in the upward direction. So delta will be minus 20 mm. So you should be careful in this. So when we are considering the span BC, the delta is minus 10 mm because here it is 30, here you have 20. So when you are considering BC, the deformation is upwards. So it is minus 10. If the deformation is downwards, you will take delta is equal to 30. So for span AB, delta is equal to 30 mm. For span BC, delta is equal to minus 10 mm. And for CD, the delta is equal to minus 20 mm. So now, for the span BC, moment BC is equal to 2EI by L into 2 theta B plus theta C minus 3 delta by L. So we get MBC is equal to 2EI by L is 3 into 2 theta B not equal to 0 plus theta C not equal to 0 minus 3 into this delta is in the upward direction. Deformation is in the upward direction. So it is minus 10 mm. So that is equal to 0.01 meter. Minus 0.01 divided by L is 3. Now, okay, you have here MFBC also. So, this is minus 3 kilonewton meter we have already found in our first step. So, this is our equation number 3. Similarly, our M CB will be equal to 2EI by L into 2 theta C plus theta B minus 3 delta by L plus MF CB. We get MCB is equal to 2EI by L into 2 theta C plus theta B minus 3 into the value for delta is minus 0.01 divided by 3, M of CB is plus 3. So this is our equation number 4. So now we will consider the span CD. So for the span CD, we know span CD is C is intermediate support and D is the fixed support, and theta D will be equal to 0. Now here the delta value is equal to, it is upwards, so it is minus 20 mm, that is equal to minus 0.02 meter. Okay, because delta C settles by 20 mm. Okay, so our C comes down. So when you are considering CD, the settlement is in the upward direction, so it is minus. So the delta value is minus. So now the formula is MCD is equal to 2EI by L into 2 theta C plus theta D minus 3 delta by L plus MF CD. So MCD is equal to 2EI by L is 4 meter into 2 theta C plus this theta D is equal to 0. Theta D is equal to 0. So we get minus 3 into the value for delta is minus 0.02 divided by L is 4. M of CD is minus 3 kilonewton meter. This is our equation number 5. Similarly, MDC is equal to 2EI by L 2 theta D plus theta C minus 3 delta by L plus MF DC. So we get MDC is equal to 2EI by L is 4 into theta D is 0. We get theta C minus 3 into delta value is minus 0.02 divided by L is 4 plus 3 kilonewton meter, and this is our equation number 6. Now we have 6 equations. See how many unknowns. All these 6 equations are in terms of theta C and theta B. Right? All these equations, all these 6 equations are in terms of theta E, theta B and theta C. That means our degree of kinematic indeterminacy will be equal to 2. For this problem, our degree of kinematic indeterminacy is equal to 2. So for finding these values theta B and theta C, we require another additional 2 more equilibrium equations. So we call it as joint equilibrium equations. So at joint B, we will have MBA plus MBC will be equal to 0. So you add, we will get 0. At C, MCB plus MCD will be equal to 0. I have explained you in detail in the previous problems. Okay. So the joint equilibrium equations are MBA plus MBC. Moment MBA and moment BC will be equal to 0. And at C, MCB plus MCD will be equal to 0. So our step 3 is writing the joint equilibrium equation. So now we will write the joint equilibrium equation. So that is our step 3. Step 3 is joint equilibrium equation. So our joint equilibrium equations is at joint B. At joint B, we have MBA plus MBC will be equal to 0. So this means, that means MBA is our equation number 2, MBC is our equation number 3 is equal to 0. So this is our another additional equation, equation 7. Now at joint C, we have MCB plus MCD is equal to 0. Now MCB is our equation number 4 and MCD is our equation number 5 is equal to 0. So this is our another additional equation. We will number it as equation number 8. So solving all these equations and substituting the value for E and I, we get the value of theta B will be equal to 0.19 into 10 raised to minus 3 radians, and theta C will be equal to 6.138 into 10 raised to minus 3 radians. And substituting these values, we will get the final end moments. Our final end moments as we get our final end moments as MAB is equal to minus 8 kilonewton meter, MBA is equal to 0.83 kilonewton meter, MBC will be equal to minus 0.83 kilonewton meter, MCB is equal to 1.95 kilonewton meter, MCD is equal to minus 1.95 kilonewton meter, and MDC will be equal to 6.39 kilonewton meter. Now we will draw the final end moments. Okay. So while drawing the final end moments, okay, we will draw the final end moments. So while drawing the final end moments, we know for this span AB, the simple B moment diagram, the maximum moment will be at this point. For BC, it will be an UDL. For CD, the maximum value will be at this point. So the values are equal to, so here it is WL square by 8. This is WL square by 8. We get, sorry, this is not WL square by 8. It is WL by 4. Okay, so first in the span AB, it is WL by 4. So 8 into L is 5 divided by 4. We get 10 kilonewton meter, right? So this value is 10 kilonewton meter. In the span BC, it is WL square by 8. So it is W is 4, L square is 3 square divided by 8. So we get 6 by 2, it is 3 kilonewton meter. So this is this is 9 by 2, 4.5. 4.5 kilonewton meter. Now for CD, it is WL by 4. So 6 into L is 4 divided by 4, we get 6 kilonewton meter. So here it is a 6 kilonewton meter. Now, our final end moments, we have calculated it as MAB is minus 8 kilonewton meter. Okay, so it comes somewhere here, minus 8. 8 kilonewton meter. At joint B, it is 0.83 kilonewton meter. 0.83. 0.83 kilonewton meter. At joint C, it is 1.95 kilonewton meter. 1.95 kilonewton meter. And at joint D, it is 6.39 kilonewton meter. 6.39 kilonewton meter. So drawing the bending moment, it comes okay. So this is negative. Near all the supports, we have negative bending moments, and at the remaining points, we have positive bending moments. Remaining portion of the span, we have positive bending moments. These are positive bending moments. So drawing the deflection diagram. So this is hogging, sagging, hogging, sagging, hogging, sagging, and hogging. Now you can find the shear force diagram by using the static equilibrium equations. Okay, so if shear force is asked, you can find that also. So that we have done in many problems. So we are not doing that in this problem. If it is asked in the question, you have to do this problem. See, another one more way how you can draw this bending moment diagram is, I will explain you. See, now this MAB is negative, right? That means anti-clockwise. So when you draw anti-clockwise, it is like this. So the arrow is in upwards. So you can draw the bending moment diagram upwards. Now you see MBA is clockwise. So clockwise it comes like this. Again upwards. Now BC anti-clockwise, it comes like this, upwards. Clockwise, upwards, anti-clockwise, upwards, clockwise, upwards. So you can remember this in this way also. Okay. So in general, at the supports we will have negative bending moments, and in the intermediate span you will have the positive bending moments. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you.